and stuff like that.
Neat. Let's hear about the marketing strategy a little bit.
Oh, so far our marketing strategy, a lot of the program is not just the building of the competition, but the outreach to the kids and getting them interested in the technology and the science aspect. So we go to the schools and we have a plan in the future to outreach to the kids. So my job is going to be coming up with some creative ideas for the kids, because sometimes it's hard to get their attention. So since I'm the marketer, I come up with a creativeness and catch their attention. And also within the community, I go to the events and I talk to various decision makers and companies involved in green technologies. And
how are they involved in this?
Well, some of them, one guy I met, he had like a yellow book or yellow pages of all green companies. Another guy had a sustainable company. He was a vice president, and he just knew everything and anything about green technology because, like, for instance, we want to reduce our carbon footprint with Eco Car. And I drive a motorcycle, and I thought I was doing my part. And he actually told me that I have a bigger carbon footprint than a car.
How so?
Just the emissions on my motorcycle is more toxic to the environment than everyone thinks. It just gets better gas mileage, but that doesn't mean it's less toxic.
It gets way better gas mileage, doesn't it?
Well, you know, actually compared to the hybrid car, I think a hybrid car gets better gas mileage in comparison, because I only get about 30 miles to the gallon. So I don't know what we're hoping to get with Eco Car.
Yeah, we're still designing that out right now on what our final mileage will be.
Well, it also depends what driver's driving pattern is, right? It is established for research that on average a person drives no more than 40 miles per day to work and back, and it's a rather exception to drive more. So a lot of electric and hybrid cars are shooting for that
for
sweet 40 mile, yeah, so that it will actually encompass most of the people in the United States where they're driving. My particular driving is 6 miles to and from from work. So sometimes I ride bicycles, and most of the time I drive the car. So I would really fall into that category and benefit by having mostly electric driving and not spending gasoline. But the gasoline gives you that freedom of moving any distance. For example, just pure electric car would have a limit of 100 miles, and then you have to stop and recharge for so many hours. Where hybrid vehicles have that ultimate flexibility, you drive your normal everyday driving all electric, and if you have to go and visit your relatives somewhere far, then you have your gasoline, and you can drive and utilize efficiency of a hybrid vehicle on one hand, and be sure that you can get anywhere you want using gasoline.
How about the cost of operating a hybrid vehicle or an electric vehicle?
Oh, the maintenance cost?
No, the cost of just plugging it in.
Oh.
I don't know how much electricity is, probably in the pennies per kilowatt hour, right?
Yeah.
But how much does it cost to charge up my car? Do you have any idea?
Charge up your car? Or
well, no, but you know, my hybrid car.
Well, there is a capacity on the battery, right?
Yeah. Different cars have different battery capacities, and that's where that range comes in for just the electric. On ours, we're looking at currently, I believe it was
30, 40?
45 kilowatts.
Kilowatt hours.
Kilowatt hours.
45 kilowatt hours for a good charge?
Yeah, and so you times 10, so it's a $4, and you can get 40 miles on it.
$4 for 40 miles. That's better than gas, I suppose. Maybe it depends on what kind of gas mileage you get, right?
Exactly. And one of the things that we've been working on, at least at our university, is we've put up solar panels and various things like that on our roof, and we use that energy. Yeah, we use that energy to also recharge. In the past, our electric cars, and hopefully use it as well to recharge this car.
So you have those solar panels are operational, and they're making electricity right now?
Yes. Yeah.
And where does that electricity go?
It goes back into the building, offsets the building's usage and cost. So basically, it makes the university a little cheaper to run, and offsets what tax dollars we use to spend on our electrical cost.
Don't you have to condition that power to 60 hertz or something?
Yeah, we have inverters for that. We have 3 inverters for all the solar panels. And those do take the DC, convert it to AC, and sync it accordingly for the grid. But that's all done within the converter boxes.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize. I just thought they were up there for show.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That was a considerable effort over several years of putting it together, and we did have it for a show for a year when it was, you know, complete mounting of the solar panels, and then you have to do all the wiring. So we designed and raised money for all the wiring and the inverters, and so once that was in place, we plugged it into the building.
The inverters are pretty expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had about $10,000 in our inverters, and that is so they can do about 20 kilowatt, so we can actually double our system. And it's a three-phase, so you need to get 3 inverters. For ultimate flexibility, you could get 1 inverter, but it will actually cost just as much. So 3 is better because it gives you flexibility of designing your system a little bit better.
Well, we designed it for expansion, so if we want to put more solar panels up, we still can without having to buy more inverters.
So you have a hydrogen station being made at Cal State LA, correct?
Yeah, that is complete, and it's going through commissioning stage.
Are you going to actually synthesize the hydrogen on site?
Yeah, we are generating hydrogen on site through electrolysis.
With the solar panels?
It actually takes far more than the solar panels we have right now, yes. It will take a little bit more than that.
That's pretty exciting. When will that be open?
Well, we are opening right now, so next few months it will be open. There are a few checklist items we have to go, but overall it's built and working.
That's pretty much the only one in the area, right?
Yeah, it actually will serve LA.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and the closest station is in Burbank, and then there are some stations down south, and there are some stations by the coast, but pretty much you can draw a 10-mile circle around.
So there's what, Mercedes and Toyota, Honda have hybrid or have hydrogen cars available?
Yeah, GM has a few.
General Motors, yeah.
Well, getting back to your car, so you've got I'm sorry.
No, it's important. Alternative transportation market is important to Southern California.
Yeah.
And actually having these companies and Daimler, Mercedes-Benz and Honda and Toyota, they're all designing hybrid and fuel cell cars, and that's our goal of the competition, that the students who will graduate from our competition will be able to find employment locally in all those R&D activities, research and development activities.
Because no one wants to leave Southern California.
Right, well,
too nice here, huh?
Right, and so we are actually competing against those students in other states, but you know, now our companies here will have a choice.
So you were talking, okay, so we got to wrap it up soon, but you were talking earlier about your total carbon footprint, and I want to touch on that a bit, of being less than most other cars. Can you talk about that, please?
Yeah, that's kind of the point of the hybrid, is to really decrease your carbon footprint overall.
The total from the mining, you mean, like of the metals and everything. Now, you said you did some calculations, and tell me about that before we wrap it up.
Well, Argonne National Labs provide us with a lot of information on the fuels and all of that. And we have a really wonderful software called Autonomy that allows us to simulate that, and we use that as our design tool in picking which components and how we set it up and that sort. So it's definitely been something from the very beginning that we've been looking at, and we keep reevaluating that because we do change things in our design.
And you keep getting better and better?
Yeah, we keep getting better and better.
So what do you think your chances are in this competition? Pretty good?
I think pretty good. I mean, we've been successful in a lot of our other competitions through our university. And
have you been involved in any other personally, Chris?
Yes, I've been part of a lot of the SAE competitions, our SAE Super Mileage competition, our SAE Formula competition, and we've come home with trophies with those as well.
Beautiful. So. Now we only have a few more minutes, so we've got to wrap it up. So I just wanted to, do you have anything to suggest for future engineers or anyone who wants to get involved in something like this?
Well, actually, as I mentioned in the beginning, we started with a small team of 10 people, and now it's been gradually growing to a larger body that, 20, 30 people. And I actually would like to thank Hector and his team for, going out and promoting and marketing our competition among engineering students. It's a large engineering school, so we needed to get the word out, to seek out those best engineering students, best technology students, and the students who have the commitment and leadership to work on that team. It's a lot of commitment.
Okay. So I wish you guys the best of luck anyway. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you.
And best of luck, and we hope we'll be hearing from you in the future.
And we are very happy to share with the community what we are doing.
And do you have a website that anyone could find out about your work? Chris?
Yeah, it's www.calcela.edu/ecocar2.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. So it's